To the bottom line on all of this, we're joined by Chief Washington Correspondent, anchor of This Week, George Stephanopoulos. George, a lot of people looking to the White House saying should be a beacon of encouragement for the people out on the streets there.
And they have been surprised by the scale of the protest over the weekend and by how the government in Iran has reacted. They were surprised, for example, that the supreme leader in Iran turned around and called for this recount, called for this investigation. But they're walking a very fine line, Diane, and you saw it in the president's statement yesterday. He wants to encourage the reformers without appearing to take sides in the election. Take a look.
I think it would be wrong for me to be silent about what we've seen on the television over the last few days. And what I would say to those people who put so much hope and energy and optimism into the political process, I would say to them that the world is watching and inspired by their participation.
That's the best news for the administration coming out of this election. All that restlessness in the street shows a real desire for change. What they're worried about, Diane, is if they step in too far on the side of those protesters, it will create a backlash.
Well, as you know, the Republicans are out in force saying that this isn't enough, that you've got to be firmer about your outrage about what happened. And let's just run through some of the indications. They say that there were irregularities, 40 million ballots counted apparently by hand.
In a couple of hours.
In 12 hours, 40 million ballots. Of course, the polling stations closing early and the 63% landslide victory. And I just want to quote what John McCain said. He said, I think they should be condemned. It's obvious this was a rigged election. And George Romney has said to you that this is a fraud. The results are inaccurate.
And the administration would agree. There's no question there was fraud. What they don't know is, was this a fraud, a cushion for an Ahmadinejad victory, or do they outright steal the election? They just don't know the scale of it yet. One other piece of information, Mousavi lost his hometown. He's an Azerbaijani. He lost his hometown. They argued that would be like Barack Obama losing Chicago, that just can't happen. But the bottom line for the administration right now, Diane, is that they think no matter who wins this election, whether it was Ahmadinejad, whether it was Mousavi, the real leader in Iran right now is the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, and the United States is going to have to engage with him over the nuclear program regardless.
I'm going to ask you, I said George Romney. That was his dad,
Romney,
by the way. I meant Mitt Romney.
It was on my show.
Yeah, that's true. It was on your show. So options right now for the administration. Today, tomorrow, still look at this and try to get more information. What does this recount mean that Jim just talked about a few moments ago? Is this going to lead to a completely different result, or is this just a tactical shift by the leaders in Iran to buy some time? They're waiting to see whether the protests increase or decrease. We're in a watch and wait mode. No dramatic changes over the next couple of days. And so much tension as this happens. Thanks to you, George.